On to one of your other clubs now, Stu. Man City looking to bounce back and challenge the title again after a disappointing campaign this time round. They look like they'll be doing it without Jack Grealish. According to talkSPORT sources, Grealish expects to leave City this summer after being left on the bench for their FA Cup final defeat against Palace, and his omission from the Club World Cup squad as well tells you a big story, doesn't it? Everton are becoming the surprise team in the running to sign him, reportedly. His former teammate at Villa, Gabby Agbonlahor, was alongside Alan Brazil on the show on Thursday. He feels things have gotten personal between Pep Guardiola and Jack Grealish.
Listen, I think towards the end of the season, it felt to me like it got a bit personal. I think bringing on a young kid for his debut in an FA Cup final when you're chasing a goal, when you've got someone who's had the career Jack's had at Manchester City as well as Aston Villa, to not bring him on to change the game was odd. That seemed like a bit personal to me. So I think part of it, yeah. And he had a good season as well, especially in the FA Cup, playing in the FA Cup last season. Every time he played, he had very good games. Then to leave him out of the final just seemed a bit odd. You know, like a last little dig to get you out, to upset you, to want you to move.
Well, I think the fact that he didn't get off the bench in that final was probably significant. Why do you think he wouldn't be a good fit for Everton?
Well, firstly, the finance that's going to be involved in bringing him to the football club. If you're taking him on a permanent basis, they paid $100 million for him, Jeff, so they're going to want to recoup a chunk of that, it's fair to say. If that doesn't happen, you can get him out on loan. You're going to pay a biggish loan fee, and his wages on top of that are excessive, let's say. I would think he'll certainly go in as Everton's top earner if he walked through the door on what he's on at the moment. You're not buying goals and assists at the moment, the way he's playing. You hope to bring, I think, a player of Jack's ability and the position that he plays. He should be aiming to deliver at the start of every season, delivering the performances, but on top of that as well, maybe 10 assists wouldn't be outlandish and 10 goals, double-figure goals potentially. If you look at what he's delivered over the last few years, he's nowhere near those sort of stats. So the only bright spark, and I'm surprised that this didn't happen more often, I watched him play against Nottingham Forest and another couple of games as well, and Grealish played not out wide as a left-sided midfield player. Doku played out there. He played inside a position, a sort of inside left stroke midfield player, and I thought he played really well in that position. So if you're a football club that thinks we might rekindle him but play him in a position where we're not relying on him to get the goals and assists, that might be the position for him.
As far as City are concerned generally, I mean, we talk about them bouncing back. We're a long way away from the start of the new season yet, by the way. But as things stand right now, do you see them being contenders next season?
I would like to have a good look at the implications of playing through the summer at the World Cup, the Club World Cup that they're going to. Will that give a negative respect to the club, or will they hit the start of the season on a running form, if you like, and start the season well? That's the gamble for me. In all honesty, I think there's other contenders in the league that have got more chance of picking up the Premier League title.
And we still don't know the outcome of those 115 charges.
That is, hanging above a club, and that is a problem.
We talk about Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish for United?
I can see that. I think, yeah, I can see him and the swagger that he's got, being a Man United fan, or even a Spurs Man United player, or a Spurs player. I take the point. My memory of Spurs is signing those players, that have got the flair. Mickey Hazard and the like, Glenn certainly fits that category as well.
Yeah.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.